Sorry students for the interruption. So we were discussing about flake tools. So dear students, flake tools were made by the flake method. A large flake was first cut off from the rock and then shaped into a tool. Such tools were used as choppers for removing skins from dead animals and cutting meat into small pieces. So basically, flake tools they were used for taking out the skin of the animals, and those skin can be used for covering their bodies from different climates, for covering their body. So that was the main purpose of the flake tools why they were used. Then we have the third one, that is the blade tools. Blade tools, with the word blade you can understand, or from the word you can understand blade, that is very sharp tools. So blade tools were longer and gradually evolved into knives, spears, and arrows head. So they were very sharp, they were used, they were long, they were very sharp, and they were used for hunting and cutting. Or you can say they were used for hunting big animals, they were used for cutting big trees, plants. So they were those blaze tools were very sharp tools, and they were used in different forms such as into knives, spears, and arrowheads. So these are the three categories: core tools, then we had a flake tools, and the blade tools. These three categories of tools they were used by our early humans. Now, which is the most important topic, that is the discovery of fire. It was, you can say, one of the most happening discoveries in the human life, because we can understand fire plays the very important role in today's life. The fire they are being used for the main purpose, that is for cooking our food. They are used in different industries, right? So fire, which was the main discovery by our early men before, and how it happened, we'll study about it. So dear students, archaeologists have found ash around the sites where the Paleolithic men stayed. Men noticed that a hard stone, when struck with another stone, produced spark which lightened fire. When it touched dried leaves, it burst into flames. Now man was able to ignite fire whenever he needed it. So basically, they were rubbing two stones together with one another, and the spark generated. And that spark caught fire. The dried leaves were kept there. It caught fire. So this they discovered the fire. And after that, whenever they wanted to use fire, they know how to use fire. You can see in the picture also, with the help of sticks also, wooden stick they start rubbing to the stone, and again the same spark of fire it generates and ignite the fire. They might have used fire for various purposes also, including cooking meat, to protect themselves from cold and from animals. Fire brought light into dark caves. So there were no light before. They used to stay in the under the cave. Inside the cave, there was no light. It was all dark. With the help of discovery of fire, there were no darkness at all. Before they used to eat raw meat, they started eating. They used to bake, or you can say cook meat over the fire. They had started eating the baked meat. So that was the main discovery of fire in the early human life. Then we have the last topic of the chapter, that is rock and cave paintings. So the early humans may have used art as a way of helping themselves in their struggle for survival. Paintings of animals on cave walls are common. Perhaps this was thought to bring success when hunting, or acted as a call for help from the spirit world the people believed in. So, painting on rocks and caves, it was like they used to express themselves. Like, dear students, now also you have a drawing subject. Drawing teacher tell you to draw various things, various figures, and you start doing it, right? Or whenever the drawing teacher tells you to draw whatever you feel like, so you show your expression, you show your emotions with the help of paintings. The same like that, early humans also, they used to communicate, they used to show their emotions with the help of paintings. So many caves of the Stone Age have come to light with paintings and engraving on their walls and ceilings. These paintings depict hunting, food gathering, fishing, and many other human activities. So, with the help of paintings, they used to communicate, they used to show their emotions, they used to tell the story, what is happening, what is going to happen, or with the help of paintings on rock and cave. So this was the, or we have covered all the topics, main topics of this chapter, students. I hope you understood the chapter. As I told you before, we are using the same old book which was used, which are currently used for class 5th social studies, right? Then you can go through it. You can get the books and all from your colleagues, from your friends, and you can go through the chapter at home. You can take out time, right, and go through the chapters. If any problem you find while reading the chapter, I have mentioned my number at the starting. You can take my number and you can message me or WhatsApp me or DM me anytime, and I'll be there to answer your doubts or clear your doubts. And I hope, and please, I request you, dear students, please take care of yourself. Please take care of your parents also. Help them and stay at home. Don't go outside. And please take better care of yourself. And next video will be coming. In that video, second video, we will be discussing exercises of this chapter. We'll be discussing new words, fill in the blanks, question answers, true and false, whatever exercises we are having in this chapter, we'll be discussing in the second video. So please stay tuned, keep on checking the website, keep on checking the content on our school website. Thank you, stay blessed.